high school. My wife and I were saying in the truck. She goes, "Why are you saying that?" I said, "Because I can't pronounce it once I get on the air. I don't know why." No, I didn't.
You come up with a nickname.
His Maslow.
Maslow, that's it. You come up with Maslow, aspiration.
They didn't play last night either. Lincoln didn't. They must be halfway decent. They beat Omaha.
They are decent.
Hey, they gave Lincoln a good time.
Did you play them in preseason?
Yeah, just 2 weeks ago.
Interesting. It's kind of interesting how, they use Lincoln was the format.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, their roster was pretty small, and their coaches got during midway through the season. I think they got fired all.
yeah. Well, good to see, I guess. Sticking around.
How do you do? Are you still streaming everything at home?
Yeah.
What do you have, Hulu or?
I have Hulu. Yeah.
Are you liking it?
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I don't miss. You really don't miss. I mean, it's essentially it's really how good is your Wi-Fi?
Yep.
We are essentially like if everything if there's a problem, it's because of that. It's not because of anything to do with it. No, we've been happy with it. And I'm not paying 100.
Yep. Yep. And the nice thing is you can take that on your phone or your tablet anywhere you want to go.
I was trying to get some business for your son with our company.
Oh, really?
I was trying to talk him into some physical training and stuff, and I don't control that. So instead, I think it's better to get him on here and help you out anyway.
Well, he appreciates it.
Yeah. Hey, when you accident come, I don't know how you can fix it though. When you're in the middle of this thing, he would go mute all the time.
I figured that out. I just figured that out. I
Oh.
didn't know I went mute until this year. If I was doing it last year, I didn't know.
Yeah, when I was in the preseason games, I noticed he put it up, and I told him I couldn't hear him
Yep.
anyway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I think the other ad that you put up there, the
Ticket 10?
Ticket 10,
Yeah.
it didn't. So whatever you did with that was different.
Somebody asked me to change the where the score was on the scoreboard or on the screen, and I figured finally how to put it up in the right-hand corner. I couldn't figure it out. Well, they asked me why I was doing Fremont on Sunday with everything in my mind going on with Logston. I'm like, I can't figure this out.
Yeah, let's make some post updates while I'm on the way.
Yeah.
Section.
All right, you ready to go on?
Yeah.
All right, welcome to Des Moines Capitals hockey. Game number 4 for the Des Moines Capitals as they come off a win last night against Mason City. Tonight they're going to take on Lincoln Junior Stars as Capitals lost in a shootout a couple of weeks ago in preseason, at least the JV team did. So I think as of right now we have all of our players at least back with the team, not everybody playing tonight. Rob Paulus, welcome.
Good to be back, Tony.
Your son is one of them I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's here, but he's not playing tonight. But
yeah, I think it's bittersweet for him. Obviously you would like to continue playing on in the state football playoffs, but obviously that's over with now for him, and he's excited to get hockey going and get his skating legs hopefully back here in short order and be able to contribute to this, what looks to be, I've just seen from a distance, what looks to be a pretty good team and a campaign for this year of kids that we got here and the nucleus of kids we got.
Yeah, we do have Coach Spring says they're a long ways ahead of schedule what they were last year. He says hats off to these young kids that came on as freshmen or whoever we drafted this year. They must have had great coaching in the years past because they're already know some of the systems and know some of the things that the Capitals need out of them. So the Capitals come in 2 wins, 1 loss, 4 points on the season. Looks like we're set in 3rd place overall. Goals for 11, goals against 4, and 72 minutes and penalties. Lincoln Junior Stars, they've played 3 games. Everybody's got pretty much the same record from 3rd place down to about 8th or so. They're 2-1, 4 points, 9 goals for, 9 goals against, 59 minutes and penalties, and they are 2-1 in the last 5. Our scoring leaders, I think it changed a little bit from last night. Beckett LaPrade with 3 goals on the season. Yeah, he knocked Charles Burnell off there. Charles was the leading scorer as of last night, at least goal-wise. But Charles Burnell with 3 assists. And points-wise, Charles Burnell, the leading point leader on the Capitals for total points. Beckett LaPrade with 2 power play goals, and Jack Wadden with 2 wins. And I'm not sure who's in net tonight. It looks like Noe's in net. Caleb Noe is in net tonight. Mason City lineup here. Let's check out Zach Molstead. I remember saying that name last year. He's got 7 goals. Sam Butler with 2 assists. Zach Molstead with 8 points on the season. Jacob Miller with 12 penalty minutes. Sam Butler 1 power play goal, and Ethan Fields with 2 wins. I think we had a Fields last night on Mason City team. That looks like Cotman is in net for the Mohawks, or the Stars. Rob, you got some names to get memorized over there and get used to the different jerseys out there. I'm sure it will throw you off like it has me when you see last year's jerseys out there with numbers with different names on it. So good luck.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster right now, just trying to familiarize myself a little bit more. The good thing about it is, or the difficult thing about it is, there's a couple last names, pairings of that are the same brothers. Now, just if I can remember which one's which.
Capitals win the faceoff, draw it all the way down, and the Capitals into the rink. Burnell and Cooper, DiCarlo out there for the Capitals. Mazlikowski with the defensive side with Baxter. Puck's out to center ice. The Stars comes in, big hit on DiCarlo. Stars bring it down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot on net. Noe with the save. Sent off to the near side. Malakowski with it. Maslow down in deep, down below the goal line. Stars pick it up. Stars wearing their blue jerseys going to your left on the screen, and the Capitals wearing their white jerseys going to your left on the screen, or going to your, did I say that wrong? I always do. Capitals going to your right on the screen, wearing their white jerseys, and the Stars wearing their blue jerseys going to your left. Sent over to the near side. Back to players Burnell. Burnell chips it off the half boards. Tried to get it out. Merritt keeps it in for the Stars. Sends it down in below the goal line for the Capitals. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter sends it out. Tip, no icing here if it makes it, as the Stars chip it down into their own end of the rink. Back to play it is Bausch. Down into the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after it is Adams. Adams catches up for it for the Capitals. Back to play it is Ware for the for the Stars. Shot on net. Noe with the save. Another save for Noe. 1-1 or 0-0 hockey game. 13:23 in the first period. Puck goes all the way down into the God dang it, I'm going to do that all night playing the Mohawks last night. Down into the Stars into the rink. Back out to center ice. Myers tried to clear it out of the zone. Ricochets off the Stars player. Back down in the Capitals in the rink. Adams with it. And he chips it down into the Stars side. And that's going to be icing on the Capitals. 12:53 left in the first period. All knotted up at 0. Rob, I'm liking the quick line changes right off the bat here for the Capitals. Game number 2 for the Capitals of the weekend out of 3. So short line change and try to keep our legs as fresh as possible as the weekend goes on.
Yeah, and you know, that's something you see out of young players, you know, on a JV roster that are, you know, new to this high school system, that they come from teams where they're probably the best player on that team and taking long shifts, and you just can't do that now.
Bellis chips it down below the Stars goaltender. Back to play it is Tanner Gay. Centering pass out front right through the paint and sent over to the far side. And now the Stars bring it up through center ice down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot off the crossbar, off the pipe. The post, I guess. And shot saved by Noe. Sent off to the far side. In to help out is Bellis. Bellis with LaPrade gets it up to Bragg. Bragg dances around the Stars player and brings it all the way down through the center ice. Capitals can't hang on to it. They dump it back down into the Stars' defensive side. Stars pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Long pass up through center ice, and sorry folks, puck's left the playing surface.
So I didn't hear you say, Tony, Lincoln Junior Stars here, JV-wise, how are they on the young season here so far?
Same record as us, 2-1.
Okay.
About 6 to 8 teams, they're all with the same record. So far the standings and the points are pretty crucial right off the bat here for the JV teams.
That's good. That means we have a competitive league then, hopefully.
Capitals with it now, down and deep. Backhanded shot right out in front. Brunell with a shot save. And the goaltender for the Stars hangs on to it. Caught him. Wesley. Face off to the stick side of the Stars goaltender. Cooper with the face off for the Capitals to the stick side. Wins it back to Brunell. Brunell has it on the half boards. Back to Cooper. Stars come up with it. Bounce the puck and they get it up out of the zone. Back to play it is Maslow. Maslow sends it on the far side to Baxter. Baxter has it in behind his own goaltender. Stops, spins. Going to change directions and try the other side of the ice. Baxter's just doing sprints from one side of the ice to the other. Here comes Cooper. Cooper all the way up through center ice with it. Stays with it. Going to get a penalty. Delayed penalty on the Lincoln Stars. We're going to get 2 minutes for hooking. 11:03 left in the first period. And the Capitals are going to be on the Pickett Fence Creamery power play. 1:03 left in the period. Somebody needs to get on their chat. Let me know if they've tried the Pickett Fence Creamery chocolate milk or their ice cream.
That penalty is on number 31, Kyle Cafferal for Lincoln.
Capitals power play unit out there logs Davison, LaPrade, Noga, Baxter, and Webb. I did not see John Logston here tonight. Hopefully he's watching at home. Send me a text, John, if you're watching. Hopefully you're feeling good again today. Capitals have it down and deep, down below the goal line. Searing pass out front, blocked. Capitals working on the power play, and Baxter couldn't hang on to it at the blue line. Capitals regroup back out to center ice. Up to play it is LaPrade on the right side. Capitals set back up in their offensive zone on the power play. 1:21 left on the power play. Back to Baxter. Baxter over to Webb. Webb fires it on net. Shot save. Shot again. Just went wide of the goaltender. And just a little bit out of reach for Baxter, and they send it. And the Stars send it down in the Capitals into the rink. Webb brings it up, center ice, down into the Stars in the rink, and Stars intercept it and clear it out.
Not bad. Not bad this early in the season here, in a JV squad.
Yeah.
Getting a power play set up, that's good to see that early on, even trying to do that.
Capitals send it all the way down, and Stars in the rink. DiCarlo with it in behind the Stars goaltender, sent over to the far side of Noga.
Got away with one there.
Yeah,
Lincoln did.
Back out to the top side. Bellis with a shot saved by Kotlin. And the Stars clear it out all the way up through center ice. Myers with it. Myers got to tag or hang on because DiCarlo had to tag up. Myers stays with it, leaves it there for Bragg. Bragg over to Burnell. Couple, 3 or 4 fast skaters out there with Bragg, DiCarlo, Burnell, Bellis, and Myers. Probably our top 5 fastest skaters out there right now for the JV squad. Sent over to the far side, kept in by Bellis. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And delayed offsides on the Capitals. Bellis just barely took that over the blue line himself. And it gives opportunity for the Stars to come down into the Capitals in the rink. DiCarlo staying right on top of him. Nice hard hit by DiCarlo. He eased up, thank God, before he put that.
And good that he did
Yes.
because he probably would have drew a penalty
Yeah.
at that point.
Puck goes all the way down, and the Stars in the rink. Stars pick it up in behind their own goaltender. And the Stars bring it up through center ice, and that comes in offsides. 8:10 left in the first period, knotted up at 0.
Well, I came in here tonight, and, I've been trying to lose some weight, Tony.
You look good.
And right out of the gate, Emma Young brings in like 20 oatmeal raisin cookies.
I never even thought of that.
I'm just like,
And you notice I set them right in front of you.
I know. I mean, and I can't pass up. I mean, let me tell you what, folks. I'm an oatmeal raisin cookie fan, and these are awesome. And Emma says, "Oh, it's the first time I've ever tried to make them." I don't know about that.
I'll take all of
they're
her
pretty
first
good.
cookies.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Capitals with it on the near side up to LaPrade. And while we were talking, we are on the Des Moines printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott a call as the Capitals take a penalty, as Rob and I were talking about cookies. Lucas Cooper in the penalty box. I did not hear what it was for.
I did not either.
Let me see. See if it's been updated here. Tripping. Lucas Cooper in there for tripping. Puck goes on the near side, and the Capitals clear it out all the way down into the Stars in the rink. Stars pick it up down below the goal line. Just had a minute remaining on the Des Moines printing penalty kill. And the Stars player falls down. Webb goes in. Back out to center ice. Nice penalty kill so far for the Capitals. Not a lot of opportunity for the Stars.
Good job not giving them a whole lot of time and space. Just as they say that.
Yeah, and then they come.
They didn't give us any time and space either.
Capitals with it now. Myers on the half boards. Chips it off. Stays with it. Back out to center ice. A lot of players falling down on our right side of the ice. Capitals get it. They send it up out of the zone. And Stars come in off. They played it in offsides. 19 seconds left on the Cooper penalty. 6:29 left in the first period.
Yeah, that young man was trying to just stick handle it and pulled it back into the zone.
Face-off right outside the Capitals defensive zone. Capitals win the face-off, send it all the way down, and the Stars into the rink. 6:25 remaining in the period. We set all kinds of food in front of you, don't we, Rob?
Yeah, I know.
We got pulled pork up here.
That pulled pork's really good, too.
Are you coming tomorrow morning?
I should know better than to come in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow's breakfast morning here.
Breakfast morning, donuts and everything else.
Shot saved
Probably
by
some
Noe.
cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah. Definitely some cinnamon rolls, I'm sure, tomorrow. And Noe hangs on to it. Capitals back to 5-on-5 hockey. Face off to the glove side of Noe. Capitals win the face off up to Bellis. Bellis to Burnell. Burnell up on the near side. Dumps it down into the Capitals in the rink. Leaves it there for Cooper. Cooper comes up with it in the corner. Down with Burnell. Back out to the point, and the Stars come up with it. They chip it off the boards all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Icing waved off. Sent over to Lanigan. Lanigan on the far side. Back up to Burnell. Burnell, long pass, intercepted by the Stars, and they dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play is Bellis. Bellis on the far side. Sends up to Burnell. Burnell chips it up out of the zone. Oh, Brock DeCarlo almost picked his pocket. Laid offsides on the Capitals again, and Capitals come up with it. Tanner Gay, and he gets his pocket picked, and here comes the Stars down in the Capitals into the rink. Shot deflected, blocked by Bellis. 2-on-2 coming back with LaPrade and Bragg. Fires it on net, shot save, and the goaltender hangs on to it for the Stars. 4:55 remaining in the first. Stars win the faceoff on the far side. Intercepted by LaPrade. Back into the corner it goes. Nice hit by LaPrade for the Capitals. Stars pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Tanner Gay comes in and gives them a love tap. Nice job by Malakaski. God, I can't say it right. Maslow. Brad's still laughing at me.
Mazakowski.
Yes, I just can't get it. I practiced it all day riding around with my wife in the truck, and I come here and I still can't roll it off. Stars hang on to it, and they're going to be a face-off to the glove side. The Stars goaltender. Capitals make a line change, and the Capitals win the face-off, but it comes all the way out to center ice. Back to play it is Myers. Myers leaves it there for Webb. And the Capitals turn it over at center ice. They dump it down into the Capitals in their rink. Just goes wide of Noe. Sent over to the far side, over to play it is Adams. Back to Myers. Myers on the near side. Can't hang on to it. Bouncing puck, and the Stars dump it back down. Chasing after it is Adams, and behind his own goaltender. Sent over to the far side to Davison. Up to Noga. And the Capitals catching up to it in behind their own goaltender. Back up to Noga. Out to center ice. Noga with it now right through the Buccaneer logo. Down into the Stars into the rink. Oh, nice hit by Davison. 3:04 left in the first period. 0-0 hockey game. Capitals trying to clear it out. Kept in at the blue line by the Stars. Shot on net, saved by Noe.
Yeah, big 41 there for Lincoln. Is pretty physical player, wanting to kind of was in it with Davidson until Davidson went to the bench, and then down low there trying to get some physical play started for Lincoln.
I see Tony Dressen jumped on. Hello, Tony Dressen. He committed to the Mason City Parent Bus December 14th. So, Tony, I got you on the list, or at least I forwarded the list on.
Well, that bus trip just went from mediocre to epic with him on there. Holy Lord.
I think that's what Brad Davison said last night, too. It's about the same thing.
And that's on a what night?
On a Saturday with no games on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say I'd have to take the next day off of work
That parrot bus might not be back until Sunday.
Right, right.
Right out in front, shot just deflected by Noe. Down below the goal line now over to Bellis. Capitals tough time clearing it out. They finally do. They get it up to Burnell. Burnell trying to catch up to it. He brings it down into the Stars into the rink. Back to DiCarlo. On the near side, Jones puts a hit on DiCarlo for the Stars, and now the Stars bring it down. Shot on net, saved by Noe. He drops it down. Maslow picks it up in behind the Capitals goaltender, sent over to the far side to DiCarlo. Up to Burnell. Burnell leaves it there for Bragg. Bragg's in, gets behind the defenseman. Shot just goes wide. Nice opportunity for Bragg. Just a little bit off on his shot. Shot Baxter with a shot goes wide.
Just a bit outside.
How did we get Dressing to go along? Did we have to pay an entertainment fee to him or something?
Well, we didn't. I just mentioned it last night, and he sent me a text, and he said put dressings down for 2.
Well,
and he said and Betsy Kruger was going to pay for it. So
well, that's awesome. You know,
icing on the Capitals. Go ahead.
I think that's awesome. We get alumni, alumni parents to go along too, and we got the room to do it. Let's do it.
Capitals win the faceoff. Draw it over to the far side to LaPrade.
And we know how dull those two guys
Yeah.
are. That couple is.
Sent over to the far side. Back to play to Tanner Gay. Kind of a blind pass backwards and intercepted by the Stars. Just under a minute remaining in the first period. Well, I'm sure Tony D's missing hockey as he might be. I hear he might be going down to some of the Wild games, but I'm sure he's missing Capitals hockey. That's been a part of his life for a long, long time. So, shot on net, goal, tipped in front by I think Baxter, our own defensive player there by Baxter, and it gets past Noe, and it's a 1-0 hockey game in favor of the Stars.
And that really hurts. Less than about 30 seconds left in the period too. Dang it. Well, as an old coach used to tell me, you're not going to win a ball game or anything with 0 on the scoreboard.
Yes.
So
Yep.
one's not going to win this.
Capitals win the faceoff, goes all the way down on net, and the netminder for the Stars just covers it up with 24 seconds remaining in the first. Puck goes all the way over to the far side, chasing after is Noga. Noga on the corner by the Zamboni door, and the Stars pick it up. Well, it was a tight game when we played them preseason, and it looks to be like it's going to be a tight game tonight between these two teams. Capitals bring it all the way down. Myers with it. Myers stays with it. 1 second remaining. Couldn't get a shot off. And that's going to do it for one period of play. We're going to take about a minute or two media timeout here and be back with second period action.
All right, welcome back to Capitals hockey. Tony's going to be gone here for a couple minutes. I think he's going to be sharpening some skates down there. You know, his duties never end. You know, announce, skate, you know, sharpen skates, do whatever else is needed on the team manager side. So getting ready to get things underway here in this second period. Capitals JV down 1-0 to Lincoln Junior Stars. Puck drops. Capitals gain control of it. Stood up right at the blue line. And it's going to be icing on Lincoln. Puck will come all the way back down to the offensive zone. Will be to looks like it'll be to the stick side of the Lincoln goalie. Puck drops there. Around the boards, Lincoln fighting against the boards, near boards, trying to get the puck out. Doesn't do that. Now they're able to get it past the blue line. Lincoln advances 2-on-2 up the ice. Shot blocked by the Capitals. And we got Mr. Tony.
I made it back.
Tony is back already. False alarm on skating.
Well, he used a stone on it, and he's good to go until the next period, I guess.
Okay.
So,
all right. There we go.
Stars going to your right on the screen, wearing their blue jerseys. Capitals wearing their white, going to the left. If Rob hasn't said that. Puck goes down in deep. Back to play it is Bellis on the near boards. To Davison. How many times did you have to look down at the roster there, Rob?
I didn't. They give me a chance to. It was kind of back and forth, the puck was, so I didn't really have a chance to even call anybody's name out.
On the far side over the plate is Noga. And you look out there for that 38 jersey. Who do you think of, Rob?
Not Noga.
Yeah. But not a better person to be wearing that 38 jersey than Noga. And icing waved off. Capitals catch up to it. Burnell in the corner with it on the near side. Stars come back up with it, but Capitals steal it. Over to Noga. Oh, hard hit on.
Nice hip check.
Nice hip check, yeah.
Legal, just a hard check.
Yeah. Sent over to the far side. Maslow plays it. Up to Cooper. Cooper fires it on net. Shot save. Back out to Burnell. Burnell sends it to Maslow. Back in behind the Stars goaltender. Capitals come up with it down below the goal line. Back out to Baxter. Baxter sends it to Maslow. Just a little bit off on the pass. Right at the blue line. Capitals keep it alive. And the Stars. Oh, they get in behind the Capitals. 1-on-0 coming back the other way. Shot just went wide of Noe. And that was right opportunity, right idea for the Stars, but just a little bit off on the shot. Maslow picks it up in behind his own goaltender. Back on the far side. Out to center ice. Back to play it is Baxter. Baxter chips it off the wall. Yeah. And Brad Davison, like I was thinking, the Stars have really picked up the hitting in this second period. LaPrade brings it all the way down. Centering pass out front, broken up, and we're going to get a penalty on 2 blue for the Stars. 2 minutes for slashing.
You could sense that coming. You know, at the end of the last period, I kind of commented on the physical play getting amped up a little bit by Lincoln Stars, and it was just a matter of time before they drew a penalty. They'd get more and more physical. And a good job by the Des Moines Capitals not, retaliating against some of those harder hits. They were clean hits, but obviously the physical play's ramping up.
Capitals win the faceoff, draw it back to Webb. Webb at the blue line with it. Capitals power play unit out there. Baxter, Webb, LaPrade, Noga, and Davison. Davison sends it on the far side. Back out to Webb. Sends it to Noga. Noga top of the circle, fires it, shot loose, and the Stars clear it out. Puck goes all the way down in the Capitals into the rink. Chasing after it is Baxter. Baxter leaves it there for Webb. Tied up in the corner. Capitals come up with a Baxter on the far side. Lincoln giving them the business and forces the turnover back down into the Capitals into the rink. Capitals catch up to it. Davison down in the Stars in the rink. Loose puck right out front. Shot loose. Save. And a Capitals opportunity there. Shot again. Nice odd angle shot by Davison. Back out to the point. Capitals working down low. Working on the power play. 41 seconds left on the power play. Kept in at the point by Webb. Webb's going to skate it all the way down. Davison comes back to play his position. Noga has it down below the goal line and behind the goaltender for the Stars. Sent out to the top side. Fires it. Shot. Save. Myers with a shot from the point. 22 seconds remaining on the power play. Face-off will be to the glove side of the Stars goaltender. 10:09 left in the second. Stars up by 1.
Well, good job by the Capitals keeping a pretty good offensive presence so far, keeping the puck down in that zone and putting more pressure on Lincoln.
Stars win the faceoff. They draw it all.
I just jinxed
yeah, he just jinxed him. 16 seconds left on the penalty to the Stars. Capitals one more shot at it as they get it deep. And the Stars into the rink. Back out to Bellis. Bellis
Good job saving
yeah,
that.
he did.
Going off sides. Now you got to be careful here.
Oh, too many men.
That's too many men.
Boy.
That's a definition of too many men right there.
Yeah.
Perfect example.
Yep.
Wow.
Did not call it, but I have to say last night that happened to the Capitals, and we got away with one last night by Troy DeBay too. So I guess we're even. Icing on the Stars. I think that's what LaPrade's talking about right there. Or Burnell, who is that? 11-11. Stars win the faceoff. They bring it up through center ice. Back out to Cooper. Cooper to Burnell, bringing it down in the Stars in the rink. And are we onside?
It didn't look like it was.
It didn't look like I thought for sure we were offsides, but no one called it. But it comes back out to center ice.
So it would be onside then. Nobody called it.
Yep, no one called it. It was onside. Played with a high stick by the Capitals, waiting for the Stars to touch it. Sent over to the near side. And that's going to be icing on the Capitals. 10:40 left in the second period. Caps down by 1.
Well, Capitals here need to get the puck down there on some 5-on-5 pressure. Seems Lincoln is just content on dumping and then forechecking their way to the puck control.
Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it on the near side. In their defensive zone, Bragg comes up with it. Bragg up to LaPrade. LaPrade dumps it down in deep. LaPrade puts it up in behind the goaltender. Shot on net, save, and Tanner Gay with a nice shot. Nice save by the netminder for the Stars. Oh, they're tucking goal! Very late reaction, and Troy DeBay right on top of it.
That was an extra puck they put in there.
And Troy Tabay is going to call this a good goal, and the Capitals tie it up 1-1. Wow, I've never seen such a late reaction out of the ref, but he was waiting for the goalie to move to see where the puck actually was. We'll take it however we can take it.
Wonder what the discussion is now.
Troy DeBay is probably finding out who scored it. I think that's what he was. Yep, 1-1 hockey game. 8:22 left in the second period. I don't even know who scored it. Probably Tanner Gay.
We'll have to wait till it gets posted, I suppose.
Yeah, Tanner Gay. That's what.
He kept looking at it. He kept staying off and kept looking.
Get the official one here. LaPrade gets an assist on there. LaPrade with it down on the Stars in the rink on the half boards. And LaPrade comes up with it and gets his pocket pick. Now here comes the Stars. Jones with it down into the Capitals in the rink. And that's going to be icing on the Stars. 7:44 left in the second.
That's just an example down there with the Capitals is just a lot of players are talking about garbage goals. Well, it doesn't matter. The goal is still scored the same. It's a goal. So puck bouncing around in the crease, whack it, try to get it back past the goalie.
Stars win the faceoff. They draw it up through center ice. Down into the Capitals into the rink on the left side over by the Zamboni door. Stars bring it in behind the Capitals goaltender. Oh, Stars couldn't hang on to it. We're going to get a 1-on-0 coming back the other way. Davison with it. All the way in, shot on net, save. No one there for the rebound. Shot, save again.
And the player for Lincoln fell down and couldn't get a stick on it and almost had the follow-up there.
As Noga was coming down, a shot on net again. Goal!
And that was
Drake Davison just puts it back to goal, past the goaltender.
Was that Davison?
Davison.
Okay.
Number 5, Drake Davison. And the Capitals make this a 2-1 hockey game in the short matter of about 2 minutes. I think that was so slow going towards the goalie, Rob, that the goalie didn't know what to do. He did.
Threw him a change-up.
Yeah. Jeez.
I should ask his father right next to us if he taught him that change-up shot, instead of the fastball, throw him the change-up, right, Brad?
Capitals have it down.
There's no asterisk in the scorebook that says how fast the puck was going. It says goal.
Jackson Webb with the assist.
2-on-1 chance here.
Back the other way, and DiCarlo backhanded shot goes wide. Back to Adams. Adams on the far side to Myers.
And a shot on goal, which I thought was going to get past the goaltender. The goaltender was screened. Good job by the goaltender from Lincoln to get on that puck.
Hey, Jimmy, there used to be a dial up there on the wall.
Second period, 6:18 left in the second period. Des Moines Capitals up 2-1. Face off to the glove side of the Lincoln goaltender. They wanting sound up in the...
Yeah, they want sound up in the lounge, but I do not know how to do that anymore. Shot on, or icing on the Stars. 6:10 left in the second. Gives them more reason to come out to the... it's not even cold out here tonight.
No,
so.
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow morning is going to be chilly. 38 degrees tomorrow is the high. So, it might be a little bit colder in here tomorrow, but we've had 2 nights. Friday was warm in here, and today's warm. So, face off to the glove side of the Stars goaltender. Stars pick it up down below their own goaltender on the far side. And they're going to get it on net, and Noe's going to hang on to it. Well, number 43, Caleb Noe, played last week. Well, it started out Saturday night doing room checks. He's a freshman. He shares a bed with probably a sophomore or junior. The upperclassman, if it's a senior, gets his own bed. Well, the upperclassmen, I don't remember who they were, and let's say the junior or sophomore were sharing a bed. And we're like, why isn't Noe sharing a bed? Well, he claims he has poison ivy. Well,
good ploy.
Yeah, he's a smart freshman, right? And then he played on Sunday and came here to Dryland on shot towards the net. Came here to Dryland on Monday.
Going to
get a penalty. We happened to have one of our medical trainers here, and she goes, what the hell is wrong with that kid's leg over there? I said, well, he claims he has poison ivy. And sure enough, he comes over, sees the medical trainer. His right leg was about 4 times the size of his left leg, and she says he's done. He needs a steroid shot in his butt to get this.
So he wasn't lying.
No, he was not lying at all. And he said he'd been putting cream on it himself. His mom asked me Sunday over there in Fremont, said, I hear my son has poison ivy. I said, well, that's what he claims. She goes, I didn't know nothing about it. So anyway, a long story. The kid wasn't lying, and I'm glad no one shared the same bed with him, and I hope they wash those sheets.
We're going to be on the penalty kill here.
We're on the penalty kill. Tyler, we got to get our paying customers their business here.
Is it?
Des Moines Printing penalty kill, big or small, give Tyler Scott a call at Des Moines Printing. And make sure you mention the Des Moines Capitals and get your...
Well, I know the penalty's going to be on Ben Baxter, 2 minutes for tripping. And
shot saved by Noe. Power play shot by the Stars.
I think he stood there asking the referee, Dubé, what the heck did I do? And he said, you tripped somebody. And he's like, I don't remember tripping anybody.
Delayed offsides, and the Capitals send it all the way down into the Stars in the rink. 4:50 remain in the second, 1:12 left on the Baxter penalty. Well, Baxter needed a break anyway, I think.
If memory loss could get you out of a penalty, I would, we'd do that every time.
Yes.
I don't remember tripping that guy.
And the Stars have it in behind Capitals goaltender on the far side. Broken up by Bellis. Back out to the point. Shot tipped by Bellis off to the far side. And Noe comes up big for the Capitals. 4:18 left in the second period as Noe makes the save. 42 seconds left on the penalty.
Noe doing a good job being on his spot there and making himself look big and in the goal and just catching that one right in the chest and letting it fall down. Good job by him.
And Debbie Noe says Lucas Cooper gave Noe the medical attention and diagnosed him with poison ivy. So we got a doctor in the house, Lucas Cooper, with the medical terminology. Stars with it all the way down in their own end of the rink on the near boards. 23 seconds left, Baxter. I asked Noe if it itched. He said yes, it did. But hard telling what cream he was putting on it. Probably hand lotion.
Coop's a tough kid, and for him to, you're either going to treat the leg with something or you're just going to cut it off, maybe.
Yes.
So, I mean,
the net come off. Face off outside the Capital zone, or maybe it was offside. What they call their?
That guy was inside the crease.
Oh, okay, in the crease.
It was in the crease outside the zone.
All right. Capitals won the faceoff, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. DiCarlo out there for the Capitals with Cooper. And turnover by the Capitals. Shot towards the net, blocked by Jackson Adams. Burnell with it. 1-0 coming back the other way. Burnell shot. Goal! Top shelf by Burnell. Up where Grandpa has a good old scotch. And Capitals make this a 3-1 hockey game. Nice effort by Burnell to pick that off at center ice, and he just beats him. Plain as day beats him.
Well, partner, that's a good analogy. So top shelf, so it's doers and not 10 high scotch, huh?
Well, Debbie Noe says it was pumpkin spice shea butter that he was putting on there, and there's probably no doubt. That's probably what he was putting on there, whatever that stuff is. Probably wasn't helping. Shot on net, saved by
There's a ton
Noe.
of wives' tales when it comes to that stuff. You know, hey, good job though on that breakaway of him being relaxed, guy on his heels, whacking him with his stick, and him just having the patience to get the puck settled down and get a good shot on goal there. It's a good job by him. We're gonna have a tripping on Lincoln.
Dr. Lucas Cooper got the assist on that.
Dr. Lucas Cooper.
And now we got penalty on the Stars, 2 minutes for tripping. Well, I got to get a shout out to myself today. So, Little Debbie Snack Cake power play for the Capitals. Merritt, number 9 for the Stars, in for tripping. Face-off right in front of the Capitals bench. Capitals win the face-off draw back to Burnell. Burnell out there with Myers and Bellis, DiCarlo and Bragg. Myers with some nifty moves, brings it all the way in, just out of reach for himself. Myers has great awareness of the ice. Back out to Bellis, center ice. Down in the Stars, and there he comes off the stick or the shoulder of the goaltender for the Stars. Got redirected after he touched it and thought that was going to go in top side. Back to Bellis. Bellis has it. Couldn't hang on to it and had to do a backhanded dump.
A good decision by him not to force that.
Back out on the far side. Bragg picks it up, wraparound shot, save! And Bragg with a nice idea, had the goalie on the far post, and he tried to wrap it around. Nice job by the goalie coming back, protecting the short side.
I'm impressed by this JV team so far in their power play and their patience they're showing in the power play and their ability to move the puck around on the power play. So hats off to them early on this season in the JV squad doing that.
Yeah, Coach Spring is very happy with the practices the JV teams had already. So on the far side to play it is LaPrade. LaPrade couldn't hang on to it. The Stars dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. 48 seconds remaining on the power play for the Caps. 1:35 left of the second period with the 3-1 game. Up on the near side. Back to play it is Noga. Noga brings it all the way in. Top of the circle. Noga still has it. Back to Webb. Webb sends it on the far side to Baxter off the boards. And with some patience by Baxter, keeps it alive. Back out front to Noga. Noga has it. Shot, save, loose. Back to Noga. Shot, save again. And the goaltender for the Stars loses his stick. And the Stars clear it all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. 1 minute remaining in the period. And now we are back to even strength hockey as the Stars come out of the penalty box. Jackson Webb with it, fires it on net, shot, save, and the goaltender for the Stars just hangs on to it. 45.3 seconds remaining in the second period. .23 saves for the Lincoln Stars goalie. 9 saves for the Capitals goalie, Noe.
It's been kind of a quiet period for the Capitals goalie. Nice.
Don't jinx it, Rob.
I know. I was just going to say. And as I say that, they almost had a 2-on-1.
Yes. Capitals with it now 2-on-2 coming back the other way with Bragg and Gay. Bragg brings it down in, and he just loses it at the blue line. This time of the night for the JV game, as we don't scrape in between periods, that ice gets pretty well tore up out there, and I think that was the main cause there of Bragg not being able to handle that puck.
Yeah, the ice gets pretty chewed up going 2 periods in a row.
Shot on net, offsides, 5.5 seconds left.
0.5 seconds. They may just wind the clock here.
Yeah. Right, they don't. Well, not outside. I've seen maybe 1.5 seconds left. I think I saw the Bucks score one time. That's going to pretty much do it. There you go. They just ran it finally. They're like, this is not going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, Rob and I are going to take a break here, 15, 20-minute break, depending on whether Zamboni breaks down or not, like last night. But we'll be back with third period action. Thanks for listening to Moines Capitals Hockey. All right, welcome back to Des Moines Capitals hockey. Third period action just about underway as the Capitals come out in the second period being down 1-0. And my gosh, 3 unanswered goals by the Capitals. Tanner Gay with the first goal, assisted by Beckett Laprade. Second goal by Drake Davison, assisted by Jackson Webb. And that one there, that second one, I think the only one knew that went in was Drake Davison, and Troy DeBay was standing right on top of it. He finally flagged it down as a good goal. And then the breakaway goal, I think it's still wrong in here. No, there they changed it. Charles Burnell with the unassisted goal on the breakaway. Capitals going to your right on the screen, and the Stars going to your left. Capitals wearing their white jersey. And the Capitals come out strong. DiCarlo dumps it down into the Stars end of the rink. Back on the near side. Back to players Burnell. Burnell brings it down. Couldn't hang on to it. Picked off by the Stars. Capitals back in action tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. against the exact same team, but game 3 of the weekend. We're going to get a tripping call and going to get a kneeing call, actually.
I was just going to say that's a good call by Dubé, seeing that guy stuck out his knee for Lincoln, and that is number 9, Zachary Marrett.
Capitals be on the Pickett Finch Creamery power play. If you're in the Des Moines area, check out all the local dairy departments and the freezer department and look for any of the Pickett Finch products. Locally owned here outside Granger, got their own farm out there. Super, super nice people. The father that owns the farm, he delivers it to all the stores, him and his daughter. And it's a little bit more pricey than your local major brands here, but it's well worth it, guys. Try some of their ice cream, try some of their chocolate milk, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Super delicious. Capitals win the face-off, draw it on the far side. Out there with Bragg and DiCarlo. Back to Bellis and Myers. I'm missing one player out there. Bragg, Brunell. I don't think I said him. Brunell with it now on the far side. Rob, I watched this JV, and that's going to go up into the protective netting and get the whistle. Guys, you watch this JV power play, and it looks a lot like our varsity players out there running this power play this early in the season, and great puck handling and movement of the puck so far for the JV team.
Yeah, I was just honestly going to say the same thing, just kind of in awe, the JV working this power play so well and the entry into the power play so well. So, good job for them being attention to detail early on.
Capitals went now back to Bragg on the far side, out to the point to Bellis. Bellis back to Bragg. Shot just went wide past the goaltender. On the near side of the plate is Myers. Myers up to Bragg, or Brunell, and then back to Bragg, or Bellis, sorry. Little.
I always say, Tony, that obviously a lot of these kids have had good coaching, but it's a two-way street thing. If you're an uncoachable kid, doesn't matter how good a coach you have. So you have a bunch of kids here that I think are good coachable kids and have had some good coaching in the past. So.
And the Capitals come in offsides. 13:08 left in the third period. 37 seconds left on the Pickett Finch Creamery power play. Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it back, and Stars pick it up. They send it ricochets funny off the sideboards all the way down into the Capitals end of the rink. Well, you can tell it's warm in here tonight, Rob, as it is pretty wet out there on the ice still. Shot on net, goal. Backhanded shot. Short-handed goal by the Capitals, or by the Stars, as a turnover in that wet ice down there, and that made that puck stick on the pass for the Capitals, and the Lincoln Stars pick it up and put it past Noe, and it's 2-1 hockey game.
Yeah. Presents a problem down here in the south part of the rink, where it's traditionally a little bit wetter
Yep.
and slow up a lot of pucks.
Loretta watching from Brownstown, Indiana. Chipped it off the far side. Left there for Baxter. Baxter back to Burnell. Excuse me. Burnell to Cooper. Back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, until this ice firms up a little bit, you're going to have to be pretty solid on your passes with a lot of strength behind them.
Back on the near side, right in front of the Capitals penalty box. Rob, it's hard to believe that we used to play a lot of hockey here with no glass in front of those penalty boxes. Icing.
Way braver.
Oh my gosh. I've seen some kids get checked through that when there was no glass there. They'd end up upside down inside that box. So I was so glad to see the glass put in there a few years ago. Face off to the stick side of the Stars goaltender. Bragg with the face off. Back to LaPrade. Stars send it up through center ice. Nice effort by Tanner Gay to come in, break it up. Still has control of it. Still working it in the skates. Nice effort by Gay, and he keeps that baby alive. Sends it down and deep. Sent over to the far side to Bragg. Tanner Gay in there again, and couldn't hang on to it this time, but nice effort by Tanner. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink trying to wrap it around. Stars couldn't hang on to it that time. Back out to the point. Shot on net. Saved by Noe. Back out to the point. The Stars haven't tried to turn. Intercepted by Bellis. Sent over to the far side to LaPrade. LaPrade on the far side of the ice. Brings it up through center ice. Bouncing puck.
Well, this slow ice right now is advantage Lincoln.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of speed for the JV team of the Capitals, but neutralized a little bit by this wet ice.
Michelle's watching from Mississippi again. Shot on net, saved by the Stars goaltender. Back out to Myers. And here comes the 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Stars with it on the left side. Shot just went over the head of Noe, and the net come off?
Yeah.
Net came off.
Yeah.
Face off to the glove side of Noe. Stars win the face-off, and the Capitals get it up out of the zone, up to Davison. On the near side to Webb. Webb couldn't hang on to it. The Stars pick it up, send it back the other way, down into the Capitals into the rink.
Boy, that ice is just bad right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taking everything just to push the thing along the ice.
Well, it's nice and comfortable up here for us. Shot on net, saved by Noe. But at these times, it'd be nice to have it a little bit cooler in here at the ice arena. Those times will come. We'll be in a month or two. Yeah. We'll be freezing our butt off up here. We get quite a draft from up here. And face off to the stick side of Noe. Capitals win the face off. They draw it on the near boards up through center ice. Down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play to Baxter. Ben Baxter. Bouncing puck on the far side. DeCarlo couldn't get it out. Maslow has it on the far side. off the post. Shot by the Stars. On the far side to plate is Cooper. Cooper with it for the Capitals. Gets it across the red line. Tried to dump it in. Intercepted by the Stars. Back to plate is Burnell. Burnell at the blue line. Back and forth in between both blue lines right now. And the Capitals finally get it down in deep. Sitting down in the corner on the right side. Capitals making a line change. Shot towards net. Oh, just went through the paint. And number 35 for the Stars was sitting right there. Couldn't get a stick on it. And the Capitals clear it out up through center ice. LaPrade with it. LaPrade got a little bit of time. Shot. Whoa, just went wide past the goaltender. Over on the near side to play is Bragg. And the Capitals couldn't keep it in at the blue line. Now Lanigan's going to have to catch up to it. Bouncing puck, and the Stars couldn't keep it in on the blue line. Fires it on net. No, he plays it. Gloves it down, plays it.
It always makes me nervous when a goaltender is reaching over his head.
Yes.
Or over the goal to get something.
Then over to the far side, now in behind the Capitals goaltender, Lanigan with it. Gets knocked down, back out to play it is Bragg. Bragg leaves it there for LaPrade. LaPrade's got to come down on the left side. Shot ricochets high, comes off the high glass. And a nice hard hit by Webb. Fires it again. That's going to go in off the protective netting, and the play is blown dead. 7:34 left of the third period. Caps up by 1. Back out to the blue line. Capitals pick it up at center ice. Over to play it is Adams. Adams could hang on to it. Right in front of the Stars bench. Oh, geez, just fires it. Shot goes wide past Noe. I thought that was going in. The Capitals bring it up through center ice. We got a Lincoln Star playing out there rolling like a...
He looked like he was doing a somersault.
Yeah, look, he did like a couple somersaults, it looked like. Usually you see him sliding on the ice, not rolling. On the far side, over the plate is Webb. Picked off by the Stars. And delayed offsides on the Capitals. They touch up. Stars pick it up, and they bring it back the other way. Intercepted by Webb, but the Stars pick it right back up. Send over to the far side. Up through center ice. The Stars bring it. Capitals intercept it. Putting the pressure on him is DiCarlo. And here comes the Capitals back the other way. DiCarlo sends it down into the Stars in the rink. 6:19 remaining in the period. Just about like the matchup we had 2 weeks ago preseason. I do believe the Capitals were up by 1 late in the third and ended up giving up a goal. Here comes the Stars back the other way. Getting around Maslow. Shot on net. Saved by Noe. And nice save by Noe. And here comes the Caps back the other way. Maslow with it. Dumps it down into the Stars into the rink. Down below the goal line. Down on the far side. Stars pick it up. 1-on-2 coming back the other way. Now 2-on-2. Fires it. Shot goes up over the head. We got a delayed penalty here. It's going to be on the Capitals. And the Capitals touch it up. And the Capitals are going to be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill for a slash on Charles Burnell.
Well, 5:21 left in this game, and going to have to fight off a late penalty here.
Well, let's see if we can get a shorthanded goal. Capitals with it on the far side. Bellis and Bragg out there for the Capitals with LaPrade and Myers. Myers picks it up, and smart move by Myers. He sends it in the opposite direction, all the way down past the goal line for the Stars. Merritt picks it up for the Stars. Leaves it there. Putting the pressure on him is Bragg. And Bragg's still putting the pressure on him. Sent over to the far side by the Stars. They bring it down, and the Capitals in the rink. Shot ricochets off Bellis' skates. Sent off into the corner, and Bragg tried to get it out, and he does. And bouncing puck on the far side. Stars dump it back in, and Bellis gets a hold of it, sends it all the way down. Penalty kill for the Capitals with 1:10 left in the Burnell penalty. Shot goes all the way down into the Capitals of the rink. Stars pick it up on the half boards. Sent off into the corner, putting the pressure on him. Shot on net, saved by Noe. And the Capitals clear it out. Well, Rob, so far so good on the penalty kill.
Yeah, the right amount of pressure, not over committing to, and keeping everything in front of them.
Stars send it down in the Capitals in the rink, chasing after it. They catch up to it first. Back out to the point. Fires it. Shot. Ooh, over the head of Noe.
Said, makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Don't reach above your head.
Sent off into the corner. Stars try centering pass, broken up by the Capitals. DiCarlo on the far side. And Capitals couldn't hang on to it. Shot towards the net, just went wide, in behind the net. 7 seconds remaining on the penalty for Burnell. I'd like to see them hit him with a pass coming out of the box there.
Here comes Brunel out of the box.
And a nice hit by DiCarlo. Shot goes over the head of, we're going to get, puck went out of play.
Puck went out of play. It's going to be to the glove side of,
.3:13 remaining in the third period. Caps up by 1. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Second regular season meeting between these two teams. And that will be it for the regular season. We only played Lincoln twice this year. Capitals have it. They send it down into the Stars into the rink. On the near side to play it is Jones for the Stars. They dump it down into the Capitals of the rink. Back to play it is Bellis. Bellis spins and tried to pass it to Davison and just kind of overshot him. Going to be icing on the Capitals. 2:49 remaining in third.
Well, at this point in the game, you want to make sure you're firm on your passes here too, though, Tony. So, you don't want to see him ice it too many times, but you have to make sure you're firm on your passing.
Face off to the glove side of Noe. Capitals win the face-off. They draw it down below the goal line. On the far side to play is Jackson Adams. He leaves it there for Webb. Webb on the far side for the Capitals. Tried to bring it up. Turnover by the Caps, and
It's lucky he didn't get an interference call there.
Back out the shot on net. Saved by Noe. 2:27 left in the third period.
And he's going to call a penalty on Lincoln, I think, for slashing the goaltender.
Shout out to Terry Elliott.
And that is number 5, Stephen Jones.
So we can go
senior forward for the GAV.
Be on the Picket Fist Creamery power play for the Capitals. Capitals win the faceoff out there with Burnell to Myers. Myers over to Webb. Oh, Myers over to Bellis, sorry.
The Capitals are in no hurry here. You need to make sure that they're pressuring you.
Capitals with it on the far side to Myers. Myers is going to come right up center ice with it. He's got the head of steam. Brings it down to the Stars in the rink, and
good choice by him.
Yep. circling all the way around, leaves it there for Bellis, fires it, shot save. 1:26 left on the penalty to the Stars, 1:53 left on the third period.
The only thing that hurts you right now, Tony, is a goal by them.
Yes.
So, really, if they're going to sit back and not pressure us on this, pass the puck around. Waste a minute and 25 out here.
Capitals send it down and deep. Hard hit by DiCarlo. Holy buckets. Just about put him in the next county. Oh, loose puck right out in front. Shot save.
That almost ricocheted off his defenseman right back into the goal.
Almost did. Capitals have it on the far side over to Bellis. Picks it up, top of the circle, sends it down in deep. Back to play it is Bragg. Bragg spins, stops, looks. Got Myers cutting.
Doesn't need to be any shot here unless it's wide open.
Shot save. Back to Brunell. Brunell on the far side. Out to the point to Bellis. 43 seconds left on the power play. Shot save. And the Stars goalie comes up big for him. 1:04 left in the third period. 37 seconds left on the power play.
See, this is what you want to be careful of, is the set play off the face-off of somebody going the other way and us being flat-footed here. So,
Capitals going to the sin bin. Too many slashing. Brunell into the sin bin. We are going to play 4-on-4 hockey 4-on-4 hockey. 37 seconds left on the Jones penalty, and then the Stars will be on the power play. I didn't see that. Did you, Rob?
No. And
Did you see it?
I think there's been a fair amount of slashing going on, and Dubé is getting that under control.
Stars with it now. They come in 2-on-2. They chip it in front of the goaltender for the Capitals. No, he taps it off into the far side. Just under 50 seconds remaining in the period. Right out in front. Oh, boy, Stars had opportunity there. They couldn't get it settled down. The Capitals trying to clear it out. They do. Barely get it across that blue line, and the Stars bring it back in.
Need to be strong on the puck here.
And now 5 seconds left, and it's going to 5 seconds left on the penalty to the Stars. And now the Stars on the power play. 27 seconds left in the period. And I am shot over the head of Noe, and it goes off the top of the glass lounge and back into play. The play is blown dead. I am surprised Jones out of the penalty box didn't go right into the play there, but he went to the bench. 22 seconds left in the period.
What we could have done there is he goes right into play. Your goalie then goes to the bench
and
you get the extra player on.
And timeout to the Stars. Noe with the big save towards the end there.
Well, the good part about it right now, you're in a penalty situation, so anything you throw down the ice is no longer icing.
Yep.
So clearing the zone at one time might end this. So
look for a shot. Goaltender for the Stars with 25 saves, and for the Capitals, Noe with 13 saves. That's going to do it for the timeout for the Stars as ice look a little bit wet out there still, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 16, 15 minutes, and it's still...
Yeah, it's still kind of wet.
Wow.
Face-off will be to the stick side of Noe. Capitals need to win this face-off, draw it out through center ice, or dump it down. Capitals do win the face-off, draw it off on the near boards. Olsen keeps it in for the Stars. Now the Capitals get it. Tried to clear it out, couldn't. Keeping everything on the outside so far. Fires it towards the net, just went wide. Back to play it is Baxter, and Baxter tried to clear it out. Couldn't do it.
Just keep it up against the board.
Yep. Did it get out? Finally, it gets out, and that's going to do it. And the Capitals going to come up big with a 3-2 win over the Lincoln Junior Stars. And the Capitals going to keep their winning streak together with 2 wins now. Be back in action tomorrow at 10 o'clock, same 2 teams. We'll let you see the handshake. Rob and I are going to cut out of here for 15, 20 minutes as the varsity will warm up on dirty ice, and we'll get a scrape in. And then the varsity will be back out here probably, I'm saying, around 8 o'clock or so. Thanks for listening to Des Moines Capital Hockey. We'll see you back here for the varsity game at about 8 o'clock. Thanks for listening.